So let's take a look at what you have on the front page of the People Daily. That is the paper in soft copy, but this is what you have. So let me take you through what you have on the front page of the People Daily. Let me get that, but as we let me get to tell you what's happening on the e-paper here. The People Daily, I'll get back to that very shortly. But on the front page of the Standard newspaper, this is what you have. If government owes you, it's time to strike. This is what you have on the front page of the Standard newspaper. If government owes you, it's time to strike. Court says that any Kenyan owed by the state can go ahead and auction public property or even attach the salary of a state officer who is impeding payment. The auction items can range from a police car to a government building. This is what's on the front page of the Standard newspaper. Let me get that. Okay. Court says that any Kenyan owed by the state can go ahead and auction public property or even attach the salary of a state officer who is impeding payment. And now the auction items can range from a police car to a government building. All right, that is what you have on the front page of the Standard here. We'll get to take a look at that in depth very shortly. University holds service for accident victims. It was tears and sorrow mourning that flowed yesterday freely during the memorial service of the 11 Kenyatta University students who perished while on transit to Mombasa for an academic tour. All of them from the Department of Health Sciences, and this is still heartbreaking. For the past 1 week or so, the country has witnessed an increase on road accidents. Okay, welfare, state to close children's home as and reunite them with their families. Move to shut down the homes is informed by research that indicates the institutions do more harm to the child, with many turning out worse than their age mates. And yes, we will be taking a look at that. It's time for the government now to close down all the children's homes. Again, the church asks government to end health woes. This is what we have. Different church leaders also raised that. It's here. Senegal votes after weeks of anxiety, and again 4 billion shillings windfall for coffee farmers. Something good here. And again, finally, envoy honor Kiptum with Olympic gold, the late marathoner Kiptum. Okay, so here we have it. If government owes you, it's time to strike. Let me start with the lady in the middle, Mercedes. I'm going to use that name until the end of the show.
Yes, it is.
Mercedes.
Yes.
What do you make of this headline? If government owes you, it's time to strike. Court says that any Kenyan, you can now go to court and perhaps go ahead and auction public property or even attach the salary of a state officer who is impeding payment. What do you make of this headline? Go ahead.
I love it. I just love it. Mm-hmm. And I say that because we know in Kenya that there's been a lot of hue and cry from our business people, business owners, particularly in Kenya, and both at the national and the county level. We have this problem of pending bills. And pending bills come out of, is a result of bills that have not been paid over time. And they're huge, and it's a problem actually in every county. It's a problem of pending bills. And if now the courts have given the business people, the people who have rendered services to the government legitimately and haven't been paid, people have invested their money, people have taken loans, they are paying back with interest. 6 months down the line, 1 year, 3 years down the line, they have not been paid. And this money accumulates and nobody wants to take responsibility. Governments change and they start all over again. And the government itself has acknowledged that there is a problem of pending bills. Now, the courts have given a reprieve to the people being owed monies. The business people, the young people have lost their businesses because they've run bankrupt. But if now the court has allowed you to be able to auction the government property, I think that's the way to go. Everybody is going to take this issue seriously. anyone who is owed money by the government, any service rendered by the government, they'll have to make sure that they pay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the court is very clear. I can go on to the parking yard and just attach my...
That sounds easy. It sounds easy, though. Perhaps I believe there's a procedure. DG, what do you make of this? I mean, do you really have to get to this point where you can attach a government building, for example, come to KBC and say, I want to attach this one because KBC owes you money? I mean, do you really have to get to that point? Pending bills, it's a big issue here in this country.
Thank you. First, I want to wish well as we started the Holy Week yesterday as Christians. Secondly, is the issue at hand, the issue of attaching government properties. I think we need not to get there. We need not to have gotten all to this point because there is a law. Last time I checked, there is a public procurement law that dictates that before you purchase anything, you need to ensure there is budget for it. I think if we stick to that, we need not to come all the way to attach government property. Because, but I understand where people are coming from.
Yeah.
I remember in the last campaign, for example, I came across somebody who had even parted ways with his family as a result of having been given works by the government. The guy had been auctioned, and even he had gone as far as even using dad's property as a surety, which the bank had already also auctioned. In such a case, somehow we have some rogue officials within the public sector who go out of their way to frustrate. But if we stuck to the law as it is, we need not to get to this. One thing is government belongs to the people. And there is that relationship of the governed and those governing. I think when you are auctioning government, you are auctioning yourself. But we need to stick to the law. And if we stick to the law, particularly the public procurement law, we need not to get to this.
Procurement law, this is what matters here. All right, also joining me on set is Purity Ngirishi. Purity Ngirishi is former woman rep or member of parliament, Kirinyaga County, and now she is the chairperson of the Kenya Seed Company. It's rainy season. Do we have seeds to plant? Start with the Mheshimiwas here. Give them seed to distribute to their people.
Thank you very much. Actually, that is very interesting.
Yes, welcome to the program.
And thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes.
And actually, I want to wish everybody very happy Holy Week or prayer for Holy Week, as we started from Palm Sunday yesterday and we are walking with Christ this week. On Kenya Seed, I would like to say that this country has been blessed in the last 2 years of the KK administration, where the government has been able to distribute fertilizer and made things a little bit cheaper for the farmer. So the demand has become very high. And naturally, at least I would say Kenya Seed stake in the whole sector could be up to 70%. So we have been able to give to the farmers what was possible, considering also the rains were not very good in the last season. But after September, say the second season of the last season of 2022-2023, we were able to distribute seeds, and there was bumper harvest, owing to that fact that we had the little bit subsidized fertilizer, and then also our seeds were affordable for the farmer. And going that way, I would say that the seeds are there, but the demand is very high.
The demand is
because
very high.
Everybody has gone back to the farm now. Previously, we were looking at an average age of a farmer in this country being 64 years, and now we've gone backwards a little bit. I think it's gone to 59. So I think we're still going well. We're doing well. Our children who never believed in farming are beginning to go to the farm, are beginning to believe in business, the agribusiness. So we're making steps forward, and I can tell the farmers
Twende mashambani sasa.
Twende mashambani.
All right.
The seeds are there.
We'll get
and
back
they
to
must believe in they must believe in the certified seed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know whether as Scholastica you have seeds in Siaya County, in your ward, and Deputy Governor, do you have seeds in Machakos County? You'll answer that when you come back.
Yes, we have seeds.
Girishi, what do you make of this headline? If government owes you, it's time to strike.
Right. I'm a bit skeptical on that because one, like my mate here has said that it is a public procurement law that before procurement is done, whether it is county or there is a national government, there must be funds. There must be budgeted for funds in that vote head. So I don't know how people get to go and procure and purchase and have people deliver when very well you knew that there was no budget and that vote head probably is not catered for. Yeah. So once you have that kind of, I think that is also a bit out of the way. So that is being disorganized. So again, when we say that you can attach government staff, that would get out of way. It can become kind of an anarchy because looking at things the way they are now, I would say probably we must get organized first before we put this into action. Yeah. Because remember, there are so many people who are owed by government. If people are told now to go and start auctioning government right now, there are people who are owed up to 10 years, 12 years. And I think that would go out of hand. For now, sometimes I say, before you declare something, plan. Because you must plan. Is there a plan on catering for the pending bills? And how far has the government gone? Yeah. I remember the president has declared that, and actually it is in public domain, that public bills, pending bills, must be considered above all. At least probably 70% of what you get should go to the payment of the pending bills. Yeah. I don't know how far we've gone with that because it has not, the COB has not clearly put a clarity. I mean, we do not have a clarity on that. But I would like probably it can go to public domain and be brought to us. Like, how far have we gone? What is remaining?
I'll have to check your mic, Girishi. Allow me to disrupt you kindly. I'll take care of your mic. Somebody's going to take care of mic shortly. But I'll come back to you and you'll finish your point. Sorry for that. All right. So, do we take a break, Director? All right, let's take a break. We also need to take a break, and when we come back, still having much more to talk about as far as this is concerned. The issue of pending bills is an issue in the country, and the great brains on site here are also trying to give me hopes to get me understand what's really happening. So let's take a break. We'll be right back with more. Stay with us.